Counting down to first pitch tonight at Great American Ballpark. The Cardinals and the Reds are next. Sun's starting to set now over Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight we get the week started with the first of four between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this NL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, and as we come down the stretch here, we get a couple of guys looking to finish things out strong in the month of September. Now, fatigue is obviously something that's always going to be a factor this deep into the season. So we'll see how much each of these guys has left in the tank.
More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals, as manager Mike Matheny will line his guys up this way. They'll square off against a former Rockies first-rounder, the Canadian-born left-hander Jeff Francis. And defensively, you see the Reds line up like this behind him. Mike Trout makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. First pitch tonight is looked at for strike one as we get underway at 7:11 p.m. EK, you take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last two in a row.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Another 0-2 coming. A ball and two strikes now to the 2014 All-Star. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
2-2 pitch on the way. Right back up the middle here, and this is past the mound and into center field as the leadoff man reaches to start the night.
Yeah, a nice job there as this one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. Always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
He's set. Now the pitch. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Two sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Now the 3-0 offering. And no doubt about this one, it's in there. 3-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch he'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Here he comes, 3-1. Hard hit towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Back-to-back, very hard hit balls to start the ball game, and he whistles this one for a base hit. They're in good shape to make something happen here in the very first inning.
Michael Lee will stand in, and he's certainly a dangerous man up there, currently second in the National League in RBIs. Now here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. It hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
The next pitch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Now the 2-0 home. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Here it comes, 2-1. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Nate Walker will stand in, and as you can see, it's another early RBI opportunity for the National League leader in that category.
Don't let him score! Look out, watch your movement!
First pitch coming. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Here comes the 1-0. Hit hard down the right field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Ready now on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Two, 2-1. Grounded, foul. Two. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. 3-2, here it is. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Number 5 steps in now. Now here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Carpenter leads from second. Here's the pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, And when your ace is on the mound, this is exactly what you want to do offensively. Get him some early runs, hopefully take the life right out of this crowd. Things are looking good for him early.
Yadier Molina will stand in, and you see there, he's been scorching hot these past few games. First pitch on the way. In there, no balls and a strike.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. One on the way. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Sometimes in a situation like this, you wonder if the delayed steal might be on from third. This time it wasn't, and the throw was not even close at second base.
Runners are at second and third with one down. A 2-1 offering. Now a ball lying toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley here. Should be extra bases even for Molina. And he will score as well. They've doubled their lead now to 4-0. And he'll get in there safely.
All right, that's already the fourth hit he's given up in this first inning, and this one's a double. And you start to get the sense that if he doesn't turn it around very soon, he's not going to be out there much longer.
Alan Craig will get his first shot now, and you can see how he's done over the course of this 5-game hitting streak. First pitch to him. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Got to wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
4 runs here in this half inning. The 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road, but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
All right, Red.
2-0 count. The pitch. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. This is hit on the ground, but foul. Sets the 2-2 pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I think guys are going to start getting a bit restless here in the top of the first. This is not looking good here so far.
Full count pitch on its way. And he misses ball 4.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Manuel Ojeda will dig in here. First offering on the way. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
In now, Justin Verlander. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is there, 2 gone.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Mike Trout will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. Boy, and a sign that things are not going smoothly. There's action in the bullpen here in the very first inning. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I'm pretty sure this is not what that man right there had in mind. He's watched this guy really struggle here in the first inning.
Now here it comes. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Here comes the 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Lays off, 2-2 now.
That's not a sight you want to see this early as a starting pitcher. 40 pitches already.
Here he comes on 2-2. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And Trout has himself a base hit. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Boy, he has really taken a pounding out there. That is 6 hits he's given up in just this inning alone. And what are they waiting for, man? You've got to get this guy out of there.
Matt Carpenter will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. First pitch coming. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove. Time to play pitching coach. What's he doing wrong?
It's more of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
.0 on the way. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. And it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, the side is retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Cardinals 7, the Reds coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now the starting lineup for Cincinnati in this one. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, there you see the numbers for one of the very best starters in the game, all-star right-hander Justin Verlander. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Billy Hamilton will stride forward to lead it off. And I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or two on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. One strike offering now to Hamilton. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
And they're already well on their way to another win, and we've only played half an inning. I tell you, this team can score runs in bunches, and they're off to a fantastic start here.
Here comes a 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You know, I don't have the numbers in front of me right now, but I can guarantee you, you give this guy a 7-run lead, he ain't coughing it up. This is going to be a long road back, that's for sure.
Jason Montag will get his first shot at it here.
Let's go, Red.
First pitch coming.
Here we go.
Hit hard and caught at first by Craig, as he'll hang on here to record the second out. Joey Votto will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. And here's the first pitch.
Here we go.
And this is hit weakly in fair territory up the line. But this is foul for the first strike. And the pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Here's Votto down the right side, but this will find the seats, and that's a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Here comes a 2-2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here it comes. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Reds are down and ordered. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Anthony Ellis is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. Michael Lee will stand in to lead off the second. And what will they do for an encore after the first inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the first inning was.
Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Whoa, there's that calling card right there. First pitch up and in right out of the bullpen. Wake up, everybody.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
And a sure sign that trouble is afoot, as there is already some action in that bullpen now, and we're just in the second inning. Ready with the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
That trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
Go back to St. Louis.
The 3-1 is on the way. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Here's the full count offering. And this is fouled back and out of play. Once again, a 3-2. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
For a young pitcher out there, he's certainly going to have the butterflies working. I mean, it's probably going to take him a batter or two to really settle in out there and get comfortable. But he won't ever get too comfortable out there if he keeps walking guys.
Nate Walker will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. Pause, now the pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
He's ready, now the pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. Santiago on Devotto, a double play.
And this just undoes a lot of the work done by the leadoff hitter. Remember, he made the guy on the mound burn through a ton of pitches before he actually reached base. But instead of capitalizing on that, the next guy turns right around and bounces into a double play.
Number 5 will stand in. Here's the first offering. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Here's the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Let's go, Red!
1-1 pitch on the way. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Oh, geez.
2 out, nobody on. Here comes the 2-1. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Here he comes on 3-1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. The next 3-2. Now here's a ball hit high and deep out to left center field. Hamilton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Reds 0. Jay Bruce will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just pack away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
Now the first pitch. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now the 1-2. And this will be fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Batting fifth, left fielder.
And we'll get a good look at the grip on this last circle change. You can see that your fingers actually make kind of an OK symbol on the side of the baseball, and that gives it that nice fading movement it has at the end.
Ryan Ludwig will dig in now, and he, like many others, was held hitless in the shutout yesterday afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. One out, nobody on. The 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And a base hit there for the Reds, their first of the ball game.
A pretty good swing there.
Batting sixth.
You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Zach Cozart will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And a ball 1-0. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. The 1-0. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, I can understand being careful here, but this early in the game, let him hit the ball. Do not give away free passes.
Here comes the 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Long throw to third. And he is in there.
Batting seventh, catcher, Devin Mesoraco.
Devin Mesoraco will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Here's the first offering.
Ball one. And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
Runners are at first and third, one away. The 1-0 home. That's wide, 2-0.
And with his stuff, guys will chase the slider. They'll chase the curveball, but they're not going to chase that fastball. He's got to put that thing a little closer to the zone.
Now the 2-0. In there, 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. One left for Cincinnati. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Back alongside Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. Now here's the first pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one.
That call on double strike.
1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. One away here to begin the third.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Here now is Alan Craig. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one.
No strike.
Now the 1-0. Now a ball lined into left field. That's a base hit.
Don't rush it.
And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games.
Manuel Ojeda.
Manuel Ojeda will get another shot to do some damage. He had the 3-run homer his first time around.
Let's go, Red.
Now the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. From the stretch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up.
And sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the third out. Inning over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Ramon Santiago will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. Now here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
The 1-0. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
The 2-2 coming. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now another 2-2. Opposite field to left. Ojeda has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Stepping in now, Anthony Ellis. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Here's a 1-0. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. The 1-2 with one away. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Another 1-2 delivery.
Here we go.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
The 2-2. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, no shortage of offense early on. That's already 10 hits combined between these two teams, and he pulls into second with a hard hit double right here.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in as Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike one.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. One out and a runner on second base. Now the 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here's the 1-2. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Another 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
When you're already in the hole at the plate, the last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what he's doing up there. That's the second time he struck out in the ball game, and it's another instance where his pitch selection is really doing him in.
Standing in now, Jason Montag, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. He's set, now the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Comes set, now the pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Justin Verlander will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
St. Louis, the pitcher number 35, Justin Verlander.
First pitch coming. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Pitch on the way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Now the rookie deals on 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Mike Trout will dig in. He doubled his last time. First pitch to him. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and is probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Here's the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
That's going to give him another great hitting count here on 2-0. No wonder they're up by 7.
Here comes the 2-0. And he continues to swing the bat well as this is into center field for his 3rd hit of the ball game. So he reaches with a 1-out single here in the 4th. And with that, let's check out the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Matt Carpenter will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First offering on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. From the belt, the pitch. And that misses 1-1. Comes set, now the pitch. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now. He waits, now the pitch. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Well, I'll tell you what, he had to get up for that one. Sometimes the leap is a little bit more showy, but not here. He was up there a good 2 or 3 feet to pull it in.
Into the box, Michael Lee, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw, not in time as he steals second.
Well, it's still early, and no lead is ever safe when you've got more than half a ball game to go. But you have to wonder if maybe it might not be a bad idea to put up the red light with the lead where it is.
Let's get together, Red. You can do it, Red. Come on.
Here comes the 1-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 1-2. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Stop him right here.
Here now the 2-2. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. One left for the Cardinals, but they're still in control, 7-0. Joey Votto will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Joey Votto.
First pitch coming. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Now the pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
All right, make it count.
Here's the 1-1 now to Votto. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
That's right. Wait for your pick.
1-2. And he'll take strike 3 call. Make it 3 straight punch-outs now on the mound. 1 away.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Jay Bruce will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. First pitch on the way. First pitch is a circle change for a called strike 1.
Go, Red.
And now a pitch on the way.
Here we go.
And he didn't miss that by much. It's popped way up on the infield, and I mean way up there. And he'll put this away for the second out.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
In now, Ryan Ludwig. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. Trout is in his tracks now. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. His club leads it big. Nate Walker will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Shortstop, Nate.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-handed up and throwing. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
You can tell now in his fourth inning of work out of the bullpen, he's looking a little gassed.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Is on the way. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. That's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Number 5 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
He's gonna go.
First pitch coming. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
One 1-0 pitch now. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
6 straight here out of the zone to start the inning, so that's as good a time as any to go out and have a word with your pitcher. Tell him, hey, 1 walk, that was bad enough, but let's make sure we at least let this guy put the ball in play.
Hitters count 2-0. And that's in there, 2-1.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
He's ready now. The pitch. Had him reaching a bit there as this is pushed foul off to the right. It's 2-2 now. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Here's the 2-2 home. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place, but luckily he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Yadier Molina will dig in now, 1 for 2 to this point.
Ice cold soda.
Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Pause, now the pitch. He's running towards second. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. The 0-2 to Molina. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Now the 1-2 coming to Molina. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
First baseman number 21.
Alan Craig will dig in. He singled his last time around.
Let's go, Sissy.
And here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Here we go.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
This is one of those situations where those unwritten rules of baseball come into play. You've got a big lead. It's late in the ball game. This is where you really need to put the brakes on the running game.
Here's the 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Ready on 2-1. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. Onto the bag with it himself is Votto, and the inning is over. Cards leave one, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Zach Cozart will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
The shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Now the first pitch. This is hit to the right side and into right field. It's a 2-for-2 start for him tonight, a base hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Devin Mesoraco will dig in. 0-for-1 in the ballgame. Here's the first offering. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Nobody out, runner on first. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
He'll try again, 1-2. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. A runner at first with no outs here. Here he comes again, 1-2. Got him.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Stepping in now, Ramon Santiago. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Get it out of here.
He's set. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out.
Come on.
The 1-1 home. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here he comes on 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Runners on first with one down. 3-1 on the way. That swung on and lifted down the left field line. Ojeda is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
And it looks like we're going to have a move for a pinch hitter, as it's the left-handed hitting Skip Schumacher that starts to loosen up in the on-deck circle. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Now, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Here's the 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
A runner on first with 2 away. Schumacher awaits the 1-1 offering. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or two here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Billy Hamilton will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Verlander's starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. Now the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Just get the base hit already.
Now the 3-1. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Jonathan Broxton will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Manuel Ojeda will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. The next pitch. Up top, it's 2-0. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
The 3-0. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
See you later, St. Louis.
Here comes the 3-1. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Yeah, he did a great job of battling back from being down 3-0 to start the inning. You know, things weren't looking all that good, but he didn't panic. He trusted his stuff, and he comes right back with 3 good pitches to get the strikeout.
Into the box now, Justin Verlander, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. Now here it comes. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Boy, tough slider right there, had him leaning back. I don't think he could have done anything with that pitch, even if he did swing at it.
1 out, nobody on.
Easy strikeout here.
The pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Now here's the first pitch. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Here comes the 1-0. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Strike him out.
Big pitch to Trout, 2-0. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Have a night. 4 trips to the plate, 4 hits. They can't get him out.
Matt Carpenter will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0. Seven runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. The 2-0. 3-0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was well on his way to a quick inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have turned the tables on that idea.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
The 3-1. And Carpenter will reach as that misses for ball 4.
And it looked like he was on his way to breezing through this half inning. But then a base hit, now a walk here with 2 away, and that's opened the door for these guys to maybe do some damage after all.
Michael Lee will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Now here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Comes set. Now the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. 1-1 on the way. Right down the chute that time. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
A big pitch here. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the 2-2 offering. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And over the scoreboard, home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 45 home runs now on the campaign as they just continue to pour it on here.
And he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Nate Walker.
Into the box, Nate Walker, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
And the pitch. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. And you can't let the emotion enter the equation or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
The 2-1 home. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
Well, he just hasn't been able to find any kind of groove out there. Hasn't been able to hit his spots. And now at 3-1, he's put him in yet another great hitting count.
Go get him!
The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4 again. And clearly, guys, they just don't want any part of him in this one.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Chris Parch will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Number 5 will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Here's the first pitch to him. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
From the belt, the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Comes set, now the pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Here comes the 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. 3 runs already home here.
Come on, let's get you out here.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. The tag from Mesoraco, and they got him at the plate. But the Cards strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Redbirds 10 and the Reds nothing. Jason Montag will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Big slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Lee is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Joey Votto will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time.
MVP! MVP!
First pitch to him.
Here we go.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here it comes. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Look into Molina, now the 1-1.
Here we go.
Up high, 2-1 now.
But one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
The 2-1.
Here we go.
Hit hard to short. On to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he finds himself in 6th place in the category in the National League. Bases empty, 2 gone now, and here's Jay Bruce. Now here's the pitch. Down on the shins and missed with it, ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 now to Bruce. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here comes the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
Here he comes on 3-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 3-1 coming. And Bruce will lay off that one. He's aboard. It's ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Ryan Ludwig will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. First pitch coming. Fouled back. 2 out with the man at first. From the stretch. And this pitch is swung on and missed by Ludwig. 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
He's set, now the pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Reds leave 1. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Yadier Molina will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
First pitch coming. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. On the way. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here's the 2-0. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Two-one. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Two-two. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. There's Alan Craig on deck. He'll be next.
Strike him out.
3-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out.
And this is where, as a pitcher, you've got to approach each inning like it's an entirely new ball game. If you start dwelling on the deficit you're in right now, the hole that you've already dug yourself into, you're bound to make some more mistakes and just compound the problems. So that was a good start to a new inning right here.
Alan Craig will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. First pitch on the way. In the air, down the left field line and deep. Ludwig has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Ojeda.
Manuel Ojeda will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. First pitch coming. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Now here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Oh, look at this. Throw from a knee is too late, and that will be an infield single.
Boy, what a great effort just to knock this one down before it gets into center field. But that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well late.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
In now, Justin Verlander, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going.
He swings at anything.
1-0 on the way. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. One pitch on the way. On the ground down the first base line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes a 1-2. Grounded fouled off to the left, so they'll do it again. Again, a 1-2. This is foul right side. A runner on first with 2 away. Now another 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Two pitch on the way. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
The 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Mike Trout will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. First offering on the way. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. Hamilton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cards strand a couple, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Zach Cozart will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
The shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Here's the first offering. And that misses ball 1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
The 1-0 home. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Here's the pitch. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, these guys still have some work to do, but this is a good start. Leadoff home run, cuts one off the lead, but they're still going to need to manufacture a few more to get back in this ballgame.
The
Catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. One-0. Upstairs with it yet again. It's 2-0 now.
Well, I'm no pitching coach, but I can see that shoulder starting to fly open a little. That ball's really taken off on him.
Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Base is empty here with nobody out. 3-0 pitch. And this misses here for ball four. Just the second walk he's issued here into his seventh inning of work.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the four-pitch walk.
Stepping in now, Ramon Santiago. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Ready now on 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hitting, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
Nobody out, runner on first. Here it comes, 2-1. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
This right here, folks, major league changeup. I mean, there aren't too many guys that are going to have success with that pitch. Not there.
Brandon Phillips will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. He waits, now the pitch. 0-1 is a circle change that's over for a called strike.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Here's Verlander now on 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Now the 1-2. This ball will be chopped foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Misses, ball 2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Now the payoff pitch home. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Lee is there, 2 down.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Billy Hamilton will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Come on, Billy.
Now the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
2 out with the man at first. The 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
And this is part of the reason why he's staring a hat trick right in the face. He just hasn't been able to recognize these pitches that are well out of the zone.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, it looks like he's aiming the baseball now instead of just letting it go.
A runner on first with 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball in there, 3-2. He's set, now the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Ojeda is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 10-1. Sean Marshall will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Matt Carpenter will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. So they get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are 2 right-handers to follow.
And you got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a one-batter outing.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
2-0 on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and tide is not working in his favor.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
And once he got to 2-0, I think he started peeking over at that on-deck circle because it was pretty clear that he didn't want any part of this guy.
Michael Lee will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game.
Come on, guys. Turn 2.
Here's the first offering. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
A runner at first with no outs here. Pause, now the pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
There you go.
The 1-1. Right field. And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first out. Well, the line score says it all. 10-1 as you check the tally inning by inning. Not the competitive game the three of us were hoping for when we signed on. Nate Walker will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Now here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Now the 1-0. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Maybe trouble now. Here's the 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
A 2-1 offering. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Number 5 waits on deck. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now the 3-1 home. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right.
Come on, bring on the team.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Out of play. He'll try it again, 3-2. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Montag is there, 2 down.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Number 5 will dig in now. 2 hits and 4 at-bats thus far tonight. And here's the first pitch. Grounded, foul. 2 out with the man at first.
Let's go. Who knows?
Comes set. Now the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
And even though that pitch did fool him, it was a hanging breaking ball. And so if he's looking for an off-speed pitch, that could have been big trouble.
Here's the lefty's offering on 1 and 2. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Here's another 1-2. And he didn't quite get all of it as this is lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One left for the Cardinals. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Jason Montag will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. A funny thing happened on the way to his shutout in the last inning. Any surprise that he's back out there for the 8th?
Well, if it's me, I think I let the bullpen try and take me home, but he might have said something between innings that made his manager change his mind, so he's back out there.
Now the 1-1. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
I know the adrenaline can get to you sometimes, but when you start overthrowing your fastball like that, that's a bit of a red flag.
Ready with the 2-1. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Trout has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Joey Votto will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Now here's the first pitch. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Well, it's not going to comfort him any, but it's fair to say he's not the first guy to strike out 3 times against that guy out there on the hill. He's just the latest in a long line of guys that have worn the hat against that man.
Jay Bruce will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Come on, guys, let's go.
The 1-0.
Here we go.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here comes a 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. The 2-2 one more time. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Ojeda is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. This one pretty well in the bag. 9th inning coming up. St. Louis is out in front, 10-1. Yadier Molina will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Now the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they drop the hammer on him.
Here comes the 2-1. Chopper, foul. Here he comes on 2-2. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Boy, it's so nice to have a second baseman that can cover some ground. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle. But look at him make the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position. And he's able to get enough on that throw to get the out at first.
Here now is Alan Craig. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Bends down and he barehands it. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Left fielder, Manuel Ojeda.
Standing in now, Manuel Ojeda. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-0 pitch now. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Cozart is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Cardinals lead it 10-1. Ryan Ludwig will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here's a 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Well, definitely not the way he wanted to start this 9th inning when he's looking for a complete game.
2-0 count, the pitch. And he misses again with it here. It's 3-0 now. What can he do here? 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Here he comes, 3-1. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
When you're down by a handful of runs, a leadoff walk is a definite blessing. And if nothing else, it's a good first step towards trying to get back in this ball game.
Zach Cozart will get another shot. He homered his last time. First pitch to him. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. He's ready now. The pitch. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Verlander ready with another 0-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
And here, late in the game, you've got to lead, so no sense in trying to force a throw into second base there. Just take the out at first and move on.
Devin Mesoraco will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
That pitch count has gone from high to dangerously high. Now, this is not good territory for any pitcher to be in.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Here's the 1-0. And the off-speed pitch is taken here. A ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
So 1-2 with 1 away. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
It just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball, and this is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
Into the box now, Ramon Santiago, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Has a look, now the pitch. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Comes set, now the pitch. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
Well, be careful not to airmail that thing over your catcher's head. You got to make sure you don't overthrow it.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
Right-hander deals on 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. The 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
You got to be kidding me. I cannot believe he's still in there. That's 150 pitches now. And you're really starting to risk injury at this point.
Verlander deals the 3-2. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another full count pitch home. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Hey, that's a great job to work out the walkout. That's one thing managers like to see. You got to die hard at the plate, even down to your final out. You never know in this game.
Ryan Pena will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Ryan Pena.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Oh, we just can't stop showing this pitch count. I mean, this is blatant disregard for a guy's future.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a ball bounced back up the middle. And he'll throw against his body to first. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy. And he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Justin Verlander. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Cardinals win it 10-1. Good night from Cincinnati.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Reds, the winning pitcher is Justin Verlander. His record is now 13-4. The loss goes to Jeff Francis. He falls to 10 and 11. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 26 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro bus service is available to Anderson Township, Cobblewood Plaza, Kenwood, and Western Hills Plaza.